how I wonder, really makes me wonder, what's happened to all the plans that we made. Looks like they're all out of view. Oh, and everything that changes was such a rearranges. All the girls change their costumes. And well, now we need a brand new day. New day. We wanna see you need a new day. New day. Well, I know we got to have a new day. New day. And that new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder. Really makes me wonder, yeah. Where is so much of the beauty that we see? Now I'm wondering if it's all in a dream. Time play, go from bad to worse. See just all in reverse. We were standing here acting out the scene. Well, I know you need a brand new day. New day. Oh, I see we need a new day. New day. I really think that we've got to have a new day. New day. And a new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder. Really makes me wonder. I know we've got to have a new day. New day. I really know we've got to have a new day. New day. From what I see, we need a new day. New day. And that new day's coming soon. Oh, how I wonder. Really makes me wonder, yeah. I see we need a new day. New day. With all the trouble in the world, we need a new day. With all the lonely, broken hearts are crying. New day. All our loved ones are slowly dying. New day, and a new day's coming soon for me, for you, for me, for you. And the new day's coming soon. And the new day's coming soon. Hey everybody, this is your girl Creole Butterfly Libra Butterfly Coco 929 coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. All the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. Happy birthday to anybody who's celebrating a birthday on October the 16th, 2023. We shout out to you, Love Muffins. Also, y'all, Lord, let me get myself together. Okay. Also, I just want to give you out. Y'all know I am the Oprah of the smooches, okay? So I give you a smooch, Everybody gets the smooch, okay? All right, y'all. So I'm not going to be on here long because it's other people that I want to view and everything.
So I just got home from my medical procedure, and at first I wasn't even gonna go live about what happened yesterday, but I realized that this is still affecting me. I'm gonna tell you why. I was sitting in my medical procedure, and they began to ask me how was my weekend, and I said it was eventful. And this man was like, "Okay, Coco, what happened? Talk to me." So like he's another patient as well. And I said, well, and y'all, as I began to talk about what happened yesterday, my blood pressure went from amazing, y'all, to so high that quick that my machine started beeping. I mean, the alarms just started going off, going off, going off, going off. It turned red and everything. And the registered nurse ran over to me. Her name is Coco too, so we got a bond, right? She ran over to me. She said, "Coco, what's going on? You okay? What's going on?" I said, "Well, I got to telling him about what happened this weekend, and evidently, ah." She said, no, take a deep breath, go back to your Zen space, wherever brings your blood pressure down. This is extremely too high." Okay, so let me get into it real quick because it happened again. You know why? Because it was inside my darn brain, and as soon as I thought about it, do 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 do. I mean, just red, nothing but red, alarms everywhere. They come running again. So I realized I need to talk about this. Okay, I thought me talking about it to my spiritual sister last night was it, because I did get some relief and all this, but evidently that thing is still shut up in my bones. Okay, so this is what happened. Some of y'all know that it was my granddaddy's anniversary yesterday, pastoral anniversary yesterday. And this thing, we had been getting it together or whatever the whole week, right? And okay, so my auntie, not kin to granddaddy, she's not kin, but she's a good friend. So, she said, I need some help, and I would like for you all to help me pull this off for him this year. And nobody really spoke up. We had already said we was gonna help. Nobody spoke up. Nobody. Okay. So let's fast forward. Come Sunday, okay. She's running late because she had to go pick up this special chicken she was having made for him, and they forgot to do her order, right? So that threw her behind. And when my mom called her, I told my mother, I don't know why you called her. She ain't gonna be here till either 11:45 or 11. She gonna push it, right? And mama said, I hope not. So she told her what all happened. What happened? Okay, by the time she got there, it was 10:52. Did I call it or what? So people had already started talking and start talking about how's she gonna do all this? All this ain't gonna get done, and all this and stuff. We still gotta put the tablecloths on her and la 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 la. So I'm sitting there, I'm cool. So I started trying to talk everybody else down about what was going on, like making everybody comfortable and like, y'all, she got it. We gonna pull it together. I trust her. She know how big this is for my granddaddy. She's gonna do it because that's what she does for a living. She caters and all this. So anyway, by the time she got in, she was frustrated and flustered and all this and stuff. And it was the most. Okay, it was the most. So I'm still being the cool person, trying to keep everybody off the wire and trying to put out fires, emotionally, so that people won't go off, because it's about my granddaddy. At the end of the day, it's about him. And if you're going to do something, do it for the glory of God. are for him. Okay. All right. So this is this one lady, y'all, that she does not come to my granddaddy's church unless there's food involved. I hate to say that, but that's true. She does not come to the church unless there's food involved. And so when I saw her come in, I said, they done told her that it's his anniversary and that we're feeding everybody, because that's why she came in. But she's such a negative Nancy that people don't like to see her. Seriously. I am the buffer with that because I kind of like, I hear people and don't hear people, and that's just how I do it, So she sat down and my mama's attitude instantly went bad because this she's a mess. Nobody want to deal with her. So anywho, she was like, cause I thought y'all might need some help. I said, sweetie, actually the kitchen is already good. I'm good. I'm over the kitchen. We good. I got everybody I need. I'm good. I said, you might can help them put some tablecloths and stuff out here. I said, but you got to ask them that. But as far as the kitchen, we're good, right? I don't know how many times I said, as far as the kitchen, we're good. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen. They bringing the food in, the food that wasn't already there. So they bringing it in. I've already set up a hot steam table and all this and stuff. And, so here she comes in the kitchen. You got a knife, because I'm gonna go over here and cut these cakes and stuff. You got a knife. I said, ma'am, no, we don't have any of those here. I said, somebody else has them, but it's not in here. So she's walking around in the kitchen. She's just looking. And first rule for my granddad's church is, if there's something going on and we're using the kitchen, unless you're working in the kitchen, do not come in the kitchen. Okay. It's not that big. It's big enough for the workers, but not for you to just walk around and stand and all this and stuff. Right. So I said, ma'am, you're going to have to, go back that way. I said, if we find a knife, I'll make sure you get one. Okay. Oh, okay, Coco. Okay, Coco. I don't want to be in your way. Okay, Coco. I said, yes, ma'am. I when I found, still calm, y'all. Fires is going off everywhere, like attitudes and stuff. And I'm the one running around trying to put everybody, oh, come on, y'all, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So my cousin, he's also the janitor at Granddaddy's church. That's his second job. So my cousin, he's like, cuz. I said, yeah. You know that lady that was in here? I said, yeah. He said, why is she taking cakes and putting them in the thing like it's trash? She's stealing cakes. I said, who steals cakes? He said, she did. I said, you don't lie, so I know you telling me the truth. I said, okay, let me figure out how I'm gonna do this. Okay, let me like that. Cause y'all, I didn't need. Now when I tell y'all, I told y'all I'm 53. Why this woman almost 70 if she ain't 70? Okay. And I'm like, she really stealing cakes? It was all free, y'all. The food and everything is free. We was doing this because Granddaddy always on his anniversary want us to cook and just feed everybody. He wants to sit down and enjoy it, and all this and stuff. So why you stealing it? It's free. Okay, that was the first thing. I let that go. Y'all, because I was like, somebody else got to handle that. Because I started being like, okay, she's bothering me now. I'm the only one that speaks to this woman and have anything to do with her. And now you're gonna steal. So now you bothering me. Okay. So I'm like, okay, let me pray. So I pray. I ain't even gonna take, because the beginning of Sunday was thunder. But y'all ain't believers like that, so I can't even tell y'all what God had me do and how he showed up and showed out. So we just gonna skip to the ghetto part. So anywho, oh Lord. So this woman was getting on everybody's nerves so bad, y'all, that her sister and her sister came in the kitchen because she saw my face. And okay. I'm skipping a part. Let me go back. So then this girl who calls auntie her mama comes in the kitchen with the dude who made the brisket. And she said, "Where's the brisket?" I said, "There's a pan right there that you buy us, and there's one up here I haven't put down here yet." I said, "Because I think I'm going to shift some stuff." And my mama said to the guy, "Don't be going getting people, letting them know that you got brisket in here like that." And she said, "Oh, I'm going to get a piece of this." And I said, "Before we even serve people?" Yeah. Okay, it's your first mistake. Because yeah, first mistake. Okay, I said, okay. Shoot, you don't know how much I paid for this brisket, honey. All the money I paid for this brisket. All the money I paid for this brisket. Hey, 300. And I said, I thought you was doing it because of my granddaddy and for the goodness of God. So you mean to tell me it's a price tag on your love, huh? My mama said, "Shut up," because she had already saw it. Okay, she already saw it. I told y'all, I don't know how to fake that thing. Cause when I'm pissed, and it shows all on my face, right? It shows in my eyes first, then it shows on my face. So mama said, "Shut up. That's hers. You let her do what she want to do with it." I said, are they all gonna? I thought I was over the kitchen, so they all gonna be able to come in here and eat out of the stuff. Is that what you saying to me? So she gonna holler, "Ooh, Satan!" I said that was it, and my mama knew it was it. She knew it was it. I don't know why 300. Ain't no telling, but so my mama said no. She said real loud. She said no, no. And I slid down in my seat and said, "First of all, I ain't Satan." I said, "I don't know who you talking to, but baby, you got me messed up." I said, "I know." And I started getting louder, y'all. And she gonna have, "No, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you." I said, "I ain't think so. Get that straight." Okay, now y'all, I told y'all, I try to do what the Bible says and live peaceably with man if I can. And that's what the word said. I try my best. I tries my best. Okay? I told y'all. I ain't all the way there yet. I'm still under construction. God is still yet working on me. I ain't never lied and said I was all the way there. I told y'all, God just ain't let nobody mess with my fighter in me yet. Since I've been saved, really saved. But baby, huh? When I tell you, okay, that was she. I said, "Girl, don't keep talking." My mama kept standing there because she knew me. She knew I ain't gonna put my hands on my mama. So my mama stood there because she know me. She know me. And so the girl went on and walked out. And mama said, I ain't say nothing. I just kept sitting in that chair. I done slumped all the way down in that chair. Yesterday, believe it or not, I was ready for war. I really was. It was a spiritual war I was dressed for. However, I was street war ready too. I had on black sweatpants because they wanted us to wear black pants and a white t-shirt. I had on black sweatpants, my stumper dude out tennis shoes that was black with a hint of red on it. I had on my black sweatshirt with where I came from, which is Southwick. It's a hoodie, right? I had it on. So yesterday I went from fighting spiritually to grit stump a person out in the kitchen. Okay? I just did. And so my all of a sudden, that one woman I was telling y'all about it first. Okay, no. I asked my cousin. She's an older cousin. Her and my mom's the same age. So she's my second cousin, my mother's first. I said, "Hey, cousin, can you watch in here for me? I mean, really watch in here for me? I need to step outside and get some air because if I don't, it ain't going to be nice." She said, "I know, cuz." She said, I see it. Like, yeah. She said, "Your mama told me watch you." I said, "Okay, so I'm going to step outside, get a little air." Now, before I stepped outside, I was on the phone with my son. And my son said, "Mama, you all right?" I said, I can't even answer that right now. I said, but just put it like this. If I call you back, he said, I'm on my way. I thought he meant if I call him back, he was on his way. I goes outside, get some air. I'm still talking to him. I'm thinking he's home. Do you hear me? I'm thinking my son is home. I goes back I goes back in the church, back through the door where the hot steam table is and everything in the kitchen right there. I walks in. Now I'm extra pissed. The reason why I'm extra pissed is it's a whole lady dressed up in pink sitting in a chair with a whole plate in her hand. Did I tell y'all we haven't started serving yet? That I hadn't set everything up the way I wanted it to go? The service hadn't got out upstairs yet for the visitors to first come down and eat, for granddaddy to make his entrance, and she got a whole plate of food. And the old woman I'm telling y'all about was standing there right there. Girl, go ahead. Go on and eat that. Cause see, you sick. You sick. Now see, that's how I know you was lying. Because I didn't ask no questions. I just walked in and stood there. I ain't said a word. I ain't said a word. And she's giving all these explanations why this woman got this whole plate of food. How you get a whole plate of food if you sick? If you sick, all you need is something to take the edge off. You don't need no dressing, macaroni, greens, chicken. You don't need all that to take the edge off, you old bat. So I'm standing there. Now, y'all, our bets is off. The little piece that I got when I walked out that door, I don't have it now. I'm ready to whoop somebody. And so I'm just standing there, pointing my shoulders, just linked on the little pole right there. And I'm just standing there looking. Well, the old woman's sister was eyeing me from the banquet room, because, it's a door that leads from the kitchen to the banquet room. Or, you can go around another way to enter into the banquet room, right? She was sitting right there, and she was watching me. She gets up and she comes and tell her sister, first of all, y'all know the rules of this kitchen. Unless you cooking in this kitchen, you are not supposed to be in this kitchen. Get out of this kitchen. She said, especially you. I don't want to hear nothing about this. Her sister said, you can't tell me what to do. I can stand in here if I want to. What about this kitchen? Y'all get on me. This woman don't act like she's 70 nothing. She acting younger than me. Do you hear me? And that's how I was gonna whoop her, just like she was younger than me. Sure was. Sure was. And now her sister is standing to where she's on this cake table, next to the cake table, because I'm on the end of the cake table. So she's between me and her sister. Her sister's over on the other side of the cake table. And the way it was positioned, I would have to go around to get to her. So her sister's standing there, and I like her sister. And she's looking at me. She's like, Coco, please. So now her sister gets mad. The old sister girl, her sister gets mad, and now her sister is arguing with her. So the sister I like, she arguing back with her. And I mean, they going toe to toe, like if they outside at the park, going toe to toe. And she hollering, she ended it with this. That's why don't nobody like you anyway. I bust out laughing up under my breath because I wasn't smiling because I was pissed. But when I thought about it, I cracked up. I said, that was accurate because nobody likes her. Okay. So then, okay, now everybody hears this argument that's downstairs, getting it ready and all this and stuff. So my godmama comes through the banquet door to the kitchen. And she so happened to look in my face. She said, daughter. Because she knew I was on my way. I was on my way. I done adjusted my hoodie. I done pulled my hoodie the way it's supposed to be. Now I'm rubbing my hands like this. Standing there, I ain't cracked a smile. And everything, my husband used to tell everybody, if you want to know how pissed she is, watch her eyes. He said, I'm telling you, when them eyes change, back up. He said, that's how you know how pissed she is. Her eyes will change. So my godmama looked dead in my eyes. She said, At this time, I done Excuse me. I forgot who else was standing there. They was like, Coco. Oh, my cousin. My cousin, the one was supposed to be watching the kitchen for me. She grabbed me and just started hugging me. She said, I'm a hug on you. 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 And I wouldn't even hug her back. She said, you ain't got to hug me back. I'm going to hug you. I'm going to hold you and hug you. And my godmother kept on saying, daughter. No, daughter. No, daughter. Let it go. Let it go. I know you frustrated. Let it go. No, please, daughter, for me. Let it go. They said, where is her mother? Said, go get her mother. And I'm just standing there. She's still hugging me. And she bigger than me too. But she's still hugging me. She said, I ain't gonna let you go. She said, I already know how this is gonna end up if I let you go. And so the young girl who said it about the brisket, she come walking through the banquet door. I said, oh. When I said, oh, they said, grab her. Oh, Jesus, fix it. And she hurried up and walked out because she had made a slick comment because the old woman's still running her socks. They need hospitality training over here. They need to teach people how to talk to people. They need to, she's going, when I tell y'all this woman said everything she thought she was old enough to say, old enough to say. And the young girl holler, girl, you ain't got to tell me, honey. I'm used to these people over here, honey. I'm used to them. I know all of them. I said, Trick. I didn't cuss. I said, Trick, you don't know me. And you don't want to know this side of me. Trust me. I wasn't even talking to you. You said these people over here. You better make it clean who you talking about. I said, because I'm telling you, this on this side, you don't want this side. And I just got real calm. My godmother's like, oh my God, somebody come and get her. I can't do it by myself. And my godmother was like, I'm going to tell you now, Shay, bye. So she didn't come past me. She walked out the other way. I said, you know what, y'all? Y'all can have this. I said, y'all can have this. I am out of here. And I don't know if I ever be back. I said, because you know why? At this time, it's like about maybe 30 people that was working downstairs. They all start coming in because they ain't never seen Coco act like it. There has been like 5 people that know how I can get down. But everybody else, because I'm always so cheerful and smiling and hugging and singing. I even bust out singing, y'all, to keep myself calm before I went and left. And everything, they was like, sing, Coco. They don't understand. I was trying to calm myself down because I told you I was only one person in this world who could calm me down. And that was my husband. And he is no longer here. He the only one that knew how to calm me down. So, anyway, y'all, I said, I always wonder why Coco never comes home. This is why Coco don't never come home. Because every time I come back, it's always somebody trying to test me. I said, I don't go through this no other church that I go to, no other place that I help out. It's always y'all. I was fired up, and you could hear it in my voice. I still feel like it. I said, it's always y'all. Every time I come home, it's always y'all. I went to turn to the left, to the left, to the left. I seen this big body step in the door. It was my son. And when he stepped in the door, he had not a smile on his face, and he had that thing on the side of his hip showing. And that's what made me calm down, because I knew my son, once he's amped up, ain't no calming him down. It's just not. And the one thing he ain't gonna do is let you hurt his mama. He don't care who you are. And he saw my eyes. Mama, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm good. He said, no, for real, you all right? Hey, Callie love. And I said, yeah, baby, I'm okay. I'm okay. So by that time, they found my mama. And so when she stepped into the kitchen from the banquet hall, she said, oh, God, because she saw my son. She already knew what time it was. And she tried to make him laugh, and he smiled at her, but he looked back at me. He just kept staring at me. And she was like, "Her, go get some ice." She's trying her best to diffuse the situation. She's like, "Her, go get me some ice, please. I need 2 bags and all this and stuff. And I got your mama. I got your mama. She's okay." I said, "Baby, I'm good. I'm good." He's like, "All right, I'll be right back." I said, "Okay." Oh Lord, y'all. So I went, okay, so then when he left out, I kept standing there, and my cousin that I always, go help her, preach or whatever, she said, "Here," she gave me a chair. She said, "Sit down." She said, "Sit down." Mm-mm. So I said, "Only because I'm gonna be obedient." And I sat down. And then I thought about it. What the, excuse my French, y'all, pray for me, okay? But this is exactly what I thought in my mind. What the hell are you still doing here? What are you still doing here? Why are you still here? Because if one more person from that lady or that young girl say something else to you, there will be no holding you. You're going to turn it out here, and you don't want your granddaddy to get wind that Coco's downstairs kicking butt, because then he going to be so sad. Then he going to come downstairs, "Coco, baby, baby." And I didn't want to deal with that because it was about him. And so when I thought about that, I said, "You know what, y'all?" I stood up. I said, "Peace." Coco. I just kept walking. I grabbed my bag and everything, just kept walking. I was so pissed. I was so hurt. Y'all, I can't even explain it. I went out to the car. I couldn't drive. I had begun to shake. That's how angry I was. I had begun to shake, because when I get that angry, I fights. That's my MO. When you get me that mad, I'm hitting you. And I couldn't hit nobody yesterday. And so I just got to shaking. And I'm like, I did have enough common sense to know I couldn't drive. So I'm sitting there. I'm just sitting there, like, just replaying everything over my head. Like, you know. And so then I seen my son and his girlfriend, take the ice downstairs and everything. And then I seen them, go back to his car. And he texted me. He was like, "Mama." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You all right?" I said, "I will be. I will be." And so he got to telling me what he just went through and everything. And then he said, I said, "Okay." And he just kept sitting there. I knew he was waiting on me to leave. I knew he was waiting on me to leave. So I said, "Well, don't look like I'm going to get a plate from the kitchen. So I guess I go stop by McDonald's and get me something to eat, because I ain't ate all day. So I guess I go get me some McDonald's and I'll just meet y'all at home." He said, "Yeah, I guess I pull out too." I knew that's what he was waiting on. He was waiting to make sure his mother was okay. And then my MO would be to go back in there and finish what I started. But I didn't. I said a prayer and everything, and I pulled off and, stopped and got me some McDonald's, and I just couldn't shake it yesterday, y'all. That thing kept playing over and over and over in my mind. And so by the time I got home, of course, my son and his girlfriend was already here, and we was sitting in the driveway like we ain't got no keys to a house, and then finally I was like, "Let me go in the house." He said, "Yeah, me too," so, and everything. Y'all, but when I got in this house, and y'all know I tell y'all the truth, whether I look good in the story or not. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I got in this house, y'all, I came in here in my media room and theater room, media room, whatever you want to call it, and start unpacking my stuff, start unpacking my McDonald's. And all of a sudden, I start feeling this wet stuff on my cheeks. I was crying and didn't even know I was crying. Seriously. I actually, oh my God, I'm crying now. That's crazy. I actually felt an emotion yesterday that I haven't felt. The last time I felt this emotion was when I lost my grandmother. And those of you all who know me know my grandmother was my everything. Okay. When God brought my husband in my life, he felt such an emptiness that I had from when I lost my grandmother. I had carried that for years. Nobody was able to hit that spot. But when God gave me my husband, that's how I knew he was my husband, because he hit that emptiness, that spot. He fulfilled that, and he wasn't even trying. So, yesterday, I came in here and I started crying because for the first time since I met my husband, I felt alone. I felt alone. I had given so much of me, y'all, to this situation to make sure everybody was taken care of yesterday. My auntie, I did it for her so she wouldn't feel so bad because she kept blowing up. So I was bumping for her so she could have peace. And that's why she told everybody, leave Coco alone. The kitchen is hers. Whatever she say, just do it. Okay. Like that. Being there for my mom, trying to do everything extra to make sure granddaddy's thing went off without a hitch. For me, the one who gives the most to everybody, for me to leave and feel by myself. I didn't think I was gonna cry over here. I thought I was over it. So, hold on, yeah. Okay, so I was sitting here and I was like, God, what do you do when you the strongest, but you need somebody? What do you do? Because I'm the strongest one, y'all. I'm always the strongest. Always. The only other person that I could just relax and not worry about being strong was my husband. I said, what do you do when you the strongest one? You know. And so I was sitting here, and believe it or not, God answered me. And so I told my spiritual sister, I said, hey, send me your number to my inbox because I don't have my cell phone right now. And I'm going to call you from my house. She said, okay. As soon as I called her, she said, I knew you was calling. Because she's a prophet too. She said, I knew you was great to call. She said, God said she's great to call you. She said, all I want to know is what's wrong. And y'all, that made me even cry even more. Because for once, somebody's worried about me. So I said, well, how you doing? She said, that can wait. What's wrong? She said, sis, talk to me. What's going on? So I said, and I took a deep breath and I began to tell her. I began to unfold it. I began to tell her and tell her and tell her. And she was listening. She was listening. And I could honestly, I hate when people say, tell me what's going on, and you begin to tell them, and then they ask you and say, huh, what you say? Oh, I missed that. Oh no, I forgot I was doing it. Now I'm paying attention now. That's so disrespectful and ingenuous. It just is. But I began to just, yeah, I didn't know how much I had held in me. And I love this girl so much. Like, she's older than me. She's like 60, something like that. Anyway, I didn't know I had held so much in me. This lady loved on me yesterday. She spoke life back into me yesterday. She was to me what I am to everybody else. That made such a difference. Hey, Brooklyn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'll look at it in a minute. She was to me what I am to everybody else. I'm the one everybody else depends on. I'm the backbone to everybody else. I'm that friend that you call when you know you can't trust nobody else, when you know you need some real talk, but you know she gonna love you anyway. That's me. That's me. And that's exactly what she did for me yesterday. And she said it was a trick. And she got to, of course she went spiritual and I knew that's what it was. But y'all, yesterday, I couldn't come out of that yesterday. I just couldn't. And last night I knew I needed somebody. And I just didn't want to try to, because everybody don't care. Some people just want to know your business, but they could care less how you feeling, what you going through. They could care less. And I needed that person that I knew was genuine with me, that actually loved me and wanted to see me win. And that's the person I called. So, y'all, I said all this to say today, when I was in my medical procedure, my blood pressure, every time I thought about it, would ring those alarms and turn my machine red, because I still hadn't released it. I thought I did, but when I got to talking about it again, I had not released it. It hurt me, y'all. And usually, I suck it up, buttercup, and going about my business. I'm like a female. I'm like a female. I am a female, but I'm like a dude. Like the way I deal with things is like a dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just my brothers, my uncles, my grandfather on my other side, my daddy. I deal with things like men would deal with things. So I don't really let things get to me. But when I do, it's got to be very, very bad. Because other than that, I don't let stuff get to me. I just don't. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. And I keep it moving. But yesterday, I won my battle. And I told her what she said. Well, at least you won. You barely won, but you won. I cracked. That made me laugh. That made me laugh. I said, yeah, I barely won, dog. Because had I got to that woman, I swear for, I was gonna beat her to death and pray for a healing. I ain't even gonna. I was. That's just where I was. Ain't no use to me lying to y'all. I was gonna beat her to death and pray that she get healed. Seriously. And I'm like, you know what? So yeah, I felt y'all, and then I felt like my mother let me down. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I told y'all, you gonna get everything from Coco. I am naked and unashamed. I felt like my mom let me down because I did all this extra stuff to take it out for you, to be here for you. Not only you, but you were one of my main reasons outside of my granddaddy and my god auntie. You my mama. You had already did so much, and all this and stuff. And for it to get down to this point and my mama leave me by myself to deal with all these emotions, all this stuff that was going on. You left me by myself. I would have never left you by yourself like that. I didn't. Because she was popping off earlier, and I would go, I hugged her. She broke down to me, started crying. I'm like, I'm here. I got you, babes. I got you. We're going to do this. Granddaddy, we're going to do this. Your daddy going to be good. For you to leave me by myself. That ain't cool. And I ain't going to act like it's cool just because it's my mama. I love her. But truth is the light of the world. I'm not going to act like that's cool. It's not cool. And so I made up my mind, y'all. I'm even cutting my connections down again. I told y'all before it's over with. Everybody I'm attached to is going to be able to fit in one of those old-fashioned, telephone booths, that you slide the door and all that. Yeah, we all going to be able to fit in there. Yeah. So that's what it's not cool. It's just not cool, y'all. It's not. And before y'all ask me, ain't you a counselor? Sure is. and I'm a preacher. And your point, those things that we are don't exempt us from having life experiences. It doesn't. I'm sorry. If somebody told you it do, it don't. Life is still lifing. Emotion still emotioning. So, am I proud about it? No. Because the last thing I ever want to do is bring shame on me or my family's name. So, no, I'm not proud of it. Did it happen? Yes, it did. I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. Who should be ashamed is that 70-year-old woman who was acting like she was 20. That's the one who should be ashamed. You know what? The dude that was talking to me today at my medical procedure, he said, you know what, Coco? He said, believe it or not, food bring out the worst in people. He said, food brings out the worst in people. He said, especially black people. I said, yeah, because the woman act like she don't eat unless we cook in church. You driving around a brand new car, you all dressed to the nines, and you fighting over food and stealing cakes. You stealing cakes. You done dug in the food you ain't supposed to dig in. So, y'all, what I'm going to say about that is I still have to learn some lessons, and I'm not above learning the lessons that I'm supposed to learn. My spiritual dad had already told me that for the next 3 months of the year, which was which was October, November, December, he said, you're going to come face to face with demons. He said, some demons is going to be human and some are not. They're going to be spiritual. He said, but when you show up because you are the light, he said, when you show up, demons going to manifest because they're going to want you to get away from them. And I be dead gone. When I sat here yesterday, and after my god sister prayed for me, we talked and all this and stuff, she hit that right on there. I said, you know what? That's confirmation. I said, I was already warned that was going to happen. I said, I think so many people have been pulling on my spirit yesterday, y'all. And I have been trying to help everybody that I didn't leave no oil for myself. I didn't leave anything for me. And so after everybody got to pulling on me and my kindness and me working and all this and stuff, you know, I was on zero. I was empty. So when you don't have no oil, how you going to fight? The right way. You see what I'm saying? I had given it out to everybody. I had been there for everybody. And another thing that did it for me too was nobody ever thought, well, y'all gonna fix Coco a plate and somebody take it to her. All right, she outside, so we can take it outside. Somebody fix her a plate. That girl don't work tirelessly in here. She got all this set up in her so that we can go ahead and feed everybody. At least give her a plate. Nobody thought about me. Nobody. That's not okay with me. That's not okay with me. So my cousin, who is my Sunday school teacher, she put something out here on Facebook today. She said she want everybody to be her at Sunday school Sunday. And I told her, I don't know. For the first time, I told her, I don't know about that. Because to be honest, y'all, I really don't even want to go back. And that's my granddaddy, and I love him. My uncle, who's a famous preacher, he traveled around the whole world. If I say his name, y'all gonna know him. Okay, because he's even in preaching books. He's in, matter of fact, my uncle's in the encyclopedia because his preaching style is so unique. He's in the encyclopedia, you know, and I wanted to see him. I hadn't saw him in years. Okay, I wanted to see him, and this messed all it up, all of it. It just messed it all up. So, you know, so I have to get a hold of this. I think I did pretty good because, like I told y'all, my husband was my common board. My husband was my everything. Okay, he was my everything. I kid you not. You know, it was God then my husband in that order. He didn't buck me when it came to God at all. And like he used to tell people, I don't come between her and preaching. Are y'all crazy? I stay in my lane. He said, no. He said, I don't do it. He said, matter of fact, she told me. If you ever step between me and God, you gone. He said, and I knew she meant that. He said, but I wouldn't have did that anyway because I love the fact that my woman brings the word. He said, I'm her armor girl. And he was. He was my armor girl. He would carry my Bible or my briefcase. He would carry my little juice or whatever, my handkerchief. He would give me his and everything. He was just, that was just he was proud to say my woman preaches the word of God. He was proud of that, where most men would feel threatened about that. Dang, every time I turn around, you in church, all this and stuff. But he didn't send me to church because one ain't your child. You can't send me nowhere. He didn't send me to church. He went with me. That was something we did together. Because how you going to lead me if you ain't getting the word? I don't want you getting no half dozen word on Facebook, YouTube, and all that. Now take your butt in the church building. How come it's okay if I go as your wife, but it ain't okay that you go? You know what? And that's what a whole lot of men in the old days used to do. They would rip and run the street or stay home and send their wives and the kids. And then you wonder why your marriage is off balance because you didn't go get the word firsthand. You sent your wife and your kids to go get it while you stayed at home or did what you wanted to do. That's unequally yoked. And when it's unequally yoked, it'll never work. Never. I'm sorry, yeah, my nose keeps stopping up because I've been crying. I hate to cry because my nose gets stopped up. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I wanted to come on and just tell y'all that. And okay, baby, I'm just now reading all of that. Okay, Callie Love. And Brooklyn Maid 718. Smooches to you, love. Thank you. Uh Some people have the mitigated gall and entitlement to think they could do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. Yep. So y'all, like I said, this was the first time I felt alone, for real. And I'm glad I felt that feeling because maybe I needed to feel that so I can go on and get past it. You know what I'm saying? So I did it. I got past it, but and everything. Like I said, uh, come on, no. Uh, yeah. It's just it wasn't given yesterday. It wasn't given what it was supposed to give. It just really it wasn't given what it's supposed to give. So but at least I know I do have a really connection and spiritual connection. Even my other cousin on the other side of the family named Anita, she called me. She was like, "Cuz, call me. I need to make sure you okay." And I'm like, "Oh, that's love, man." And everything. So I just like I told y'all, I'm loving those that love on me. I'm loving those that will let me love them. I'm not forcing no love on nobody. I'm not caring about nobody that don't care about me. I stopped that a while ago, for real. So um I just wanted to come on and just give y'all my story because I felt like I needed to get this out because, like I said, for my blood pressure to shoot up like that, it means I was still like got that stuff bottled up in me. Because when you are a fighter, you're a fighter, and I'm most definitely a fighter. Okay, I have been picking my ways to fight, which is spiritual, But yesterday, this could have went a totally different way, and I'm glad that it didn't. I'm glad that I conquered it. I just am. I'm glad my other kids didn't find out about it, especially Jacory. Lord have mercy. Unless Wu told him today. If Wu told him today, Jacory gonna call me and be like, "Mama, you all right? Because I heard blah, 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 blah." Then I'm gonna have to go through that again. And then, of course, baby girl gonna hear Jacory talking. And baby girl gonna be like, "I'm going with you next Sunday." So see what I'm saying? Like, just, so I'm hoping Wu don't say nothing that, because, yeah, it'll get bad. It will get bad. So I'm just, but I love God so much, y'all. I just really was hurt. I was really, really hurt. And I felt disrespected. I felt very disrespected all over some food. Seriously, it's like, really? Really? And I don't even know if I want to talk to my mama today. I know she gonna call me or text me. There was probably her in there just done text and call because my cell phone went off. I just don't know if I want to talk to her because I feel some type of way. I just really do. I might need to talk to her so I can tell her how I feel, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to play it by ear. But yeah, I'm glad. As far as granddaddy know, y'all, from what I heard, as far as he know, everything was beautiful. He didn't know nothing went off. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Because he deserved it. He deserves it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful that he, realized nothing. And so I'm like, and that's why this song I was playing called New Day, my daddy, God rest his soul, when he was fighting a battle about me, this song he said will give him peace, and he knew that one day me and him will reunite. And so ever since he introduced me to that song, that has been my song that relaxes me when I'm going through one of the most toughest trials in my life. Even when I lost my daughter, I played it. When I lost my spouse, it was hard for me to believe that I would be here today in a new mindset. And, because I just couldn't see life without him. I just really could not see life without him, and even when I remember, y'all, when I was standing at the COVID door of his hospital room, because it's a glass door to out, they slide like you getting on, walking in, they slide back. And he was in the bed and he turned his head because they told him, they said, your wife's out there. And he turned his head to look at me and he smiled. And I just kept looking at them because I wanted to go in, and they was like, "Ma'am, we can't let you in." I'm like, "But I already had COVID. We both had it at the same time." And they're like, "Yeah, but we don't know how this is going. We can't let you in." Y'all, it hurt me. Oh my goodness, it hurt me so bad. I just wanted to touch him, and he was laying there, and he did like this, pointed to the phone, and so I picked my cell phone up when it rung. I said, "Hey," like that. And he was talking real slow. I mean, getting winded and everything. And he said, the last thing before he told me he loved me, he said, baby, go home. And did it. And did it. I just boo-hooed and laid my head against the glass. And I kept shaking my head. I said, no. And I was telling him, I don't want to go home. I don't want to leave you. 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 And he just put the phone to his head and just kind of hugged the phone, and I was hugging the phone too. But we both knew what he was doing, and everything. He said, "Baby, go home." I think he knew. And he didn't want me to stand there and watch him like whatever was going. But I think he knew, and I just kept saying, and I think in the back of my mind, I knew too. But I was gonna fight like hell to keep my husband here, and I meant that. And he said, "I love you." And I said, I love you too. Oh my goodness, y'all. It was yeah, it was so hard. It was so hard. And he just kept staring at me. And I kept staring at him. And I said, I'll be back tomorrow, okay? He shook his head. And I think he knew that when I left, he would never see me again. I think he knew that was gonna be his last time laying eyes on his wife. Because when I left, it just felt something. I felt something final in I just felt that final, like, even though I fought hard for him. What you mean, Coco? I was fasting, I was praying, I was reading scriptures, I was doing everything because I wanted my husband. Yeah, it might have been selfish, whatever. I wanted my husband, and and everything. So I never forget that phone call that woke me up about 3:45 in the morning that told me one of the worst things I had ever heard in my life that happened to him. So, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And so, what do you do when the strongest man you know is no longer the strongest man you know? What do you do with the person you're used to leaning on that did not judge you, that just wanted to love you so hard so you'll know you always loved and that he has your back no matter what? What you do when that person is no longer there? And when you feel like, those who say they will be there for you start retreating and acting funny and disappearing at the time where you need them the most, they disappear on you. Like I told everybody, when you make me ask you for something that I'm supposed to have, I don't need you because I'm not supposed to ask for something I'm supposed to have. If you my friend and if you got my best interests at heart and if you love me, you are already supposed to step up and be there because I would be there. You're supposed to be there. I'm not supposed to feel a difference that my husband is gone because I got a friend that's there, that's like cry. Come on, what's going on? How you feeling today? I'm here for you and all this and stuff. I'm not supposed to chase a friend. A friend's supposed to be a friend. But what I realize in this, a lot of people don't know what friendship is. Unless they getting something from you, they don't know what a friend is. And that's the truth. It's sad, but it's true. Unless these people get something from you, you ain't no friend. They could care less whether you living dead, half dead, whatever. So I had to realize that just because I'm a friend, it don't mean that people are my friend. And then somebody said this to me: stop being a friend to those who are not showing you the you in a friend. That made so much sense to me. See, you keep showing these people you there for them and you love them and you their friend, and they keep giving you their butt to kiss because they's too busy, or oh, today's a bad day for me, or last week was a bad week. You have bad days every day, but you still seem to reach out to people and say, how you doing today? What's going on? How you feeling? But they don't do you like that. Stop being a friend to those who are not your friend. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Seriously. Some people that show me that they're my friend, they went through some things. Like one of them is sick, the other one works a lot. But so I don't want to intrude into that. But like I told them, I'm here if you need me. That's all people really want to know, y'all. Is that sincerely that you're there if they need you. That's it. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't know what a friend is. They just, yeah, I ain't gonna get started on that, but they don't know what a friend is, man. Unless they getting something from it. If they ain't getting nothing from it, they could care less about you. I could die today, and they wouldn't shed a tear. Cause see, here's my thing. Here's my thing, and this is what I've told my family too. I don't want you booing if I go before you when you had all the time in the world to talk to me, love on me, everything. I don't want her, man, I hate she ain't here no more, man. Man. And some people, I'm gonna be honest with you, they not gonna get the type of love or friendship that I offered. They're not. They're gonna try. It's gonna be so artificial because it was artificial before they met me, and then they ran into this wall, this tornado called Coco, that got abundance of love and understanding. Yeah, shook their world up because they didn't know it was like this. They didn't know how real it was. Dang, that girl really love people. She really get, she'll give something to you and everything. She really, yeah. Yep. But anyway, y'all, like I said, I don't know what this was, but whatever it was awesome. Just keep me in your prayer. I've never said I had it all signed, sealed, and delivered. I told y'all I am a work in progress. I'm better than what I was. I ain't quite where I need to be, but I am better than what I was. Um, I'm still under construction. You know how under construction you have the same building, but they take out old rusty pipes and put in new ones. They redo some of the tiles on the floor and all this stuff. And that's me. Some of my old ways that used to destroy me has been removed, and God has replaced them with more understanding and more love and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm still under construction. I ain't all the way there yet, but I'm better than what I was. I'm much better than what I was, and I'm grateful to God because of that. So I might see you guys tomorrow or something. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get over here because I know just Kimmy said she was gonna have a live about what happened last night in Ness's Halloween thing, which was a doo-doo show. That stuff was Ness messed up. Ness had almost 1,700 people in her chat, and she got drunk and started cussing everybody out. Everybody out. I mean, it was weird. They said she was doing something else besides drinking, but whatever she was doing, it didn't work for her. It didn't work for her at all. It just was weird. So, yeah, I can't support that. Y'all can keep watching people self-destruct if y'all want to. I'm not. I'm just not. And that was so. Ain't nothing y'all can say about that that's gonna be good. It's just not. It started off a little bit okay because I wasn't going anyway. I had already said I wasn't gonna be a poor. I wasn't. Excuse me. I wasn't watching it. But I said, well, let me go over here and support Kimmy and Jay Wilson. So, but what I saw and how it spiraled, I don't know, ma'am. But let me tell y'all something. This other content creator named Demetra lit all day. Baby, you did that thing. You was Jessica Rabbit, honey. You did that thing, girl. If you don't never do nothing else, you did that thing. I was like, yes, honey. Go, Demetra. Bambi, I liked your outfit. I really did. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody was giving. I didn't get to see Lovely Love. I'm sorry about that. But everybody was giving what they was giving as far as what I was in and out, because I wasn't going to sit there no 5 hours. And no, I don't have it in my life to do. I mean, I do got 5 hours, but not to be sitting on the internet looking at nothing like it. I'm just saying, and I'm glad I didn't. But thank you to Treasure Lane for giving me a recap and everything, because I saw the cleanup today while I was in my medical procedure. I'm like, what you saying? So yeah, and Kimmy. Just Kimmy. Y'all know I'm a woman about man. I give people they just do. Do you hear me? Miss Just Kimmy. You are a class act. Do you hear me? Girl, you are a class mother scooting act. You sit up on that thing so poised, honey, like I own this whole thing. YouTube is my daggone company, honey. I own this, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait till they pour my champagne. And yes, me and the girls, we're gonna take a charter plane over to the islands, baby. That's how you sit up there like you was a queen, and my head goes off to you. People tried their best to dig at you, girl, and you let that stuff roll out for you, baby. So I always give people their props. I don't care who don't like who. It ain't got nothing to do with me giving another woman her crown. And for you, Miss Ma'am, you did that thing last night. Yes, ma'am. Keep doing you, boo. Keep doing you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So if I never shout you out ever again on my channel, I promise you, I was proud to see Just Kimmy sit up there like she owned it. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, smooches.